All right, everybody. A lot to talk about tonight. A little later stream than normal, but I think what is happening right now, what we're seeing with all of the news that has come out today, I think there's just only a couple of words that you can really put to any level of legitimacy right now. Iran is done. Iran is done. Not in trouble, not under pressure. I'm talking done. And I'm going to break down exactly why they can't survive what's happening right now and why the absolute worst thing we could do is let them off the hook. We cannot let them off the hook. There is information coming out now that Iran said they opened the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is open. It's just not open for everyone. The blockade, the inspection of the ships that is coming in and out is still happening. And we'll start right now with the Strait of Hormuz. Okay? We own it. United States Navy. We own it. Period. United States Navy is sitting right there. Our blockade is about here. Is where the actual blockade starts, okay? Right in this area. So Iran has opened the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow channel, and they're allowing people to traffic through there. It's just we are not allowing them to come past here if they have transported something from Iran that they shouldn't have. So two things can be true at the same time. And one of them can be wrong at the same time because the United States Navy is sitting right there, controlling who goes in, controlling who goes out. There was rumors with this rich starry. I covered it. It left the strait. It made it through the channel, which is very, very important. It made it through the channel. It came down here. It turned off its transponder. Then it went back. Okay. So the Navy sitting right there in this area here is controlling who goes in, who goes out. You want to do business with Saudi Arabia? Go ahead. You want to do business with Kuwait? Go ahead. Iraq? Come on through. Iran? Nope. You're shut out. And here's the thing. China buys 80% of their oil from this area. And you can see here. So we've got Kuwait, we've got part of Iraq, we have the UAE, we've got Jordan, Qatar. So it is open for everyone else. And if you want to go and load up your ship with some stuff from Iran, go for it. You're just not going anywhere with it. China buys 80% of Iran's oil. 80%. Nobody else is going to miss it. Nobody else is buying that much oil from them. So that's where Iran, they've made a deal with the devil and they're stuck with them. And China, vice versa. So when we choke that off, we're not hurting the global market because apparently gas prices where I live are down 34, 35 cents today. This afternoon, it was like whoop, down. I mean, it dropped quicker than Kamala at a campaign rally. And I'd love to get your take on gas prices where you're at right now. Let me know what gas prices are doing where you live because they're dropping here. So we choke that off. We're not hurting the global market. We're hurting one country, Iran. Now, Iran has Qeshm Island. That's where I think it's like almost 90% of their oil is stored. It's basically an extended pier. It is a wraparound pier. And if you've ever been in and around any Navy bases, pier side is very important. So this has multiple piers on it, so it can get multiple ships. All of their oil storage facilities are here, right? All of their oil storage is there so that they can pump it straight from the container to the ship. But the problem is right now, they are running out of these. They haven't built any more containers. You see this? So they've only got a limited supply of one of these or these. Once those become full, they're going to have to shut off the taps of the oil pumps, right? The derricks. So you're looking at 90% of their oil supply right here. And these geniuses, in their arrogance, never built a backup. They never did what Oman or the UAE did. They built a major port on the other side of the strait. Okay? They built a port down here because they had a little bit of common sense, because they knew they were dealing with morons. Okay? That is what has happened. I believe this is one of them here. See, look, this port is perfect. Great spot because they can get oil in and out. And if you look just up the coastline here, there's another one right here. Look at this depot, whatever you want to call it. So these other countries were like, hey, Iran is crazy. We don't know what they're going to do. So let's build some backups. Look at how many oil storage facilities are here compared to what was on Qarg Island. Qarg Island's important to Iran. That's who it's important to. Are you starting to understand now globally this whole thing? So Oman and the UAE, they built a major port on the other side with a pipeline to bypass the choke point. They were convinced nobody would ever challenge them, that they never planned for this. Okay. So they wanted to do this. Well, for Iran, congratulations, you're trapped. And by the way, we got 10,000 Marines over there, Semper Fi. We can either blow up Qarg Island or take it from them and keep the oil ourselves. Either way, they lose. That's the position they're in. And for some reason, the left is latching onto the Iranians. I still cannot get my head around why Democrats, why the left is so obsessed with criminals. A little bit of coffee tonight. And I'd love to get your take on why they're obsessed with this, but they are. And it's so easy to see once you start looking at various news sites. Once you start cruising the news, you pick up stuff like this. Who's actually winning? Okay, we know who's winning. We know who has won. Who's actually winning the wars in the Middle East? This is an article from today at 10 o'clock. What? This is from The Spectator, a very, very liberal, and you can see the guy here, Charles Lipson, probably drinks tea with his pinky out. But why are they so obsessed with Iran? I can't get it. I don't understand it. My best guess is campaign funding. I'd love to see some campaign finance information on Thomas Massie from Iran, Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're obsessed with these people. They want them to win. I don't understand why. I thought whenever you were elected to Congress, you took an oath of office. I'm seeing people right now on, I saw this clip of Dan Bongino. And some of you like Dan Bongino, some of you don't. I don't really care. I like Dan, but he had this clip. And I want to show you this because it's very, very telling about what we're up against. And I've never heard this term before. Never heard this term. But I want you to hear this.
Now, we've heard from Podcastistan, right? I didn't make that up. I did not make that up. I know it's fun. Justin's laughing. I didn't make it. We've seen from Podcastistan.
Isn't that so true? Podcastistan. I love it. Because what we're seeing is no different than Tokyo Rose. We're seeing all of these doom pill gloomer morons that they have latched on to Iran. Iran is their Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Iran is their Luigi Mangione. So I don't know about you, but I want to game this out. How long do you think Iran can survive with zero oil revenue? A week? 10 days? 2 weeks? If they're lucky? In the chat, let me know how long you think they can survive. Because I don't believe they survive 10 days. Now, President Trump has come out and said that as long as the ceasefire is going on, that the United States Navy will control who is coming in and out of the strait, not Iran. And if Iran doesn't meet the requirements, meet the ramifications of this, I see a lot of people seeing 2 months. Hogman Liver says 6 months. Let's put it to the poll. Let's put it to the poll. How long can Iran survive? How long can they survive? Let's go. I'm going to go. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Gave you 4 options for the poll. Ben Dykes, if they were not spending so much money on terror proxies, they might have some cash in reserve. You're right. They're door dashing all of their cash out of there. I'm going to say a week. Actually, I'm going to say 9 days, specifically 9 days, because that's how much more capacity they have in those storage facility is 9 days. Once that is full and they can't get rid of their oil, they have to shut the taps off. Once they cap the derrick, I think is what it's called. I didn't watch Oil Man or whatever, but I believe that's how it works. I was talking to a friend of mine that works out on the Gulf on a platform. Once they cap it, you'll never get the flow back to the way it is. I said 2 weeks once they can't move oil. A lot of people are saying 10 days. I'm saying 9 days specifically. And what's the smart play here? Exactly what we're doing. We're dragging it out. Oh, you want to negotiate? We can't hear you. Reception's bad. Let's talk Tuesday. Oh, you want to meet in Pakistan? That's too far. How about Saudi Arabia? You just keep slow rolling them while they bleed out. And we're not killing anybody. We're just sitting here. The carriers are on station. The cost is minimal. Those sailors are watching DVDs like nobody's actually, they're streaming Netflix and everything else on these ships. The cost is minimal. Every single day that we don't do anything, we get stronger. They bleed out. Iran gets weaker. Now, population is turning, and here's the part nobody's talking about. The Iranian people, 93 million people living under this regime, and the regime has justified everything. The oppression, stolen wealth, religious police, and it's all based on one thing: fear. You may hate us, but everybody else is afraid of us. That was the deal. We've killed Americans for 47 years with impunity. We've gotten no pushback. We've got proxies in Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Gaza, Lebanon. They have proxy terror groups all around the world. They probably got sleeper cells here. We know they do. The Europeans are going to come begging. Nobody touches us. Iran has never lost a war, never won a war, never lost a negotiation. Guess what? That's over. Narrative is destroyed because they can't move their product. What good is a drug dealer if he can't sell his drugs, right? That's the big one. That is the big question, is how do they get their stuff out? And the only way they get it out is to come to the table with some deals. Part of some of these deals, and I'll show you this one. This is very interesting here. Part of the deal is the United States is considering $20 billion in cash for their uranium deal with Iran. Now, this isn't 20 billion of your dollars. This isn't 20 billion of my dollars. This is 20 billion in frozen assets. We are not doing an Obama where we send pallets of cash, or George Bush. Don't send your blankets or your water. Just send your cash. Remember that? That was Haiti. Just send your cash. Don't send your blankets or your water. Just send your cash. That was George. We're not doing that. We're sending warheads to foreheads. And this story is coming out of Axios. It's, I hate to say it, it's a legit news organization. I don't agree with their leanings sometimes, but we're not giving them money. We could very well possibly release some of their frozen assets. Is that an option? I think it would be worth it, to be honest. I really believe it'd be worth it. I don't want to give them money, but I do think the importance of getting back all of the uranium is more important than some money. That's what I think. I'd like to get your opinion on that, but you just let me know in the chat what you think. I always try to read as much of the chat as I possibly can. Somebody says, somebody says not true. Oh, well, okay. Thank you very much. I love your passion. Love your passion there. So what do you think about this? Do you think that we get this deal? I think this deal goes through. There's other deals that are currently in the works right now. 10-day ceasefire between Israel, Lebanon goes into effect. A lot of people are saying no deals. Okay, why not any deals? You just want to kill everybody? Okay, kill everybody. Smoke them all, right? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, that works. So Trump now has a ceasefire going on between Israel and Lebanon, trying to get them to the table. And a lot of people are like, Trump, how's Trump's war going? Well, he doesn't have actually a war. It's not a war. It's a conflict. He hasn't had a declaration of war. Congress has not made actually a declaration of war since World War II. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll it up real tight, and spit on it so it fits a little more comfortable. Let's see here. Kermit 4427. Ben Dykes is incorrect. Sailors on U.S. Navy ships generally do not have free, unlimited, and unrestricted internet access. I never said they had free. Never said they had unrestricted. Kermit, I think you're putting words in my mouth. Go back and read the transcript. I didn't say free or unrestricted. And Kermit, I'd love to know if you ever served on a ship. You'd be surprised what they have. You would be very surprised. And I think Kermit's wrong, but I like Kermit. I've never seen him in the chat before. There's all these people that always like to play this gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, okay, great. Nice work. But there's a lot of sitting around watching movies right now. Let's see here. No deals. In the past, deals have never been followed through. Okay. Well, what do you want? If you don't want a deal there, Big Mac, what would you like to have? What would you like to have? Would you like to have just wipe everyone out? Just kill everyone. Is that the answer? I don't think that's the answer. That doesn't sound like the answer to me. But you fill in the blank there. There are going to be some talks on Monday in Pakistan. I don't know if I think President Trump could very well go to the talks themselves. That's what I think. I think Trump could very well. Do you think Trump should go to Pakistan and do this deal himself? That's a big one. Get the money back that Obama gave them, probably never happened. They have spent that probably in North Korea or on uranium, is my guess. Let's do this. Should Trump go to Pakistan to seal the deal? I think he sends JD Vance back. I think he sends JD Vance. JD Vance is a Marine. I think JD Vance is very capable. And I believe JD Vance going the first time, he learned that he learned how to play ball with these clowns. I'm sure some of you are military veterans in the chat. If you're a veteran in the chat, let me know, because number one, I've got a bunch of Bibles that just came in. Mary sent me like a giant box of Bibles today, and I'd love to send those out to some of my veteran members or members on the channel. But the second thing I would like to say is, veterans in the chat, thank you for your service. And if you're a veteran in the chat, you know exactly, especially if you've been deployed downrange, and I have. Somebody called me a pog the other night, and that's a clown show. I was in Iraq in 05. So what happens, and you all know this if you've ever been deployed, these third country nationals, every Wednesday, they got new counterfeit DVDs. And they would say like $25, and then you'd be like, I'll offer you 2, and they would probably sell it to you for 3. You remember that, for all my vets in the chat? They would be like, $25. You're like, no, $2. And we would come to an agreement for 3. And that's the way this is going to work with this negotiation here. Just my opinion, but I believe that's the way this works. Somebody says, Pog, people other than grunts. Yeah, I'm not a grunt, but I do have some combat action ribbon up there on my shadow box. So I know a little bit about this. I'm no, I was a door gunner on the submarine is what I did. But do you think that President Trump should go, or should he send JD Vance back? I believe what we're going to see is JD Vance going back to that area. And I think I'm okay with that. Somebody said in the chat, you don't send your DVDs by Little Creek. Yeah, you know exactly what you know exactly what that is. What is that? I don't know. Ben, have you asked your church for Bibles? Actually, I've given them quite a few. But I think JD Vance goes. I think Marco Rubio goes. And I think we seal the deal. I was signal, not offended. Yeah, exactly. Liberals consider fighting over a flat screen on Black Friday combat. That's pretty good. That's a good comment. I like that. That's a really good one. But yeah, I don't think Trump goes. I don't think this warrants him to go. It's a dangerous region. And I don't know what Scoop said. Somebody said Scoop nailed it. I have no idea what Scoop said. Scoop says a lot. Now, on the other side of this, you're going to see the Iranian speaker is rejecting everything. Said that, he's saying Trump's a liar. And of course they're going to say that. They're going to say, this is all this is WWE. This is all negotiations. Deal talk, not real talk. I saw somebody say that. You're absolutely right. And it's interesting to see how this plays out, though, because these countries understand one thing and one thing only, and it's intimidation, period. So that's kind of where we're at in the Iran situation with the Iran saga. Let's see here. Should Trump go to Pakistan to seal the deal? 80% of you say no. Okay. 80% say no. The king says he's getting JD Vance ready for the next 8 years. Very good point. Eidolon, art of the deal. I agree with that. Now, so we're going to shift lanes here. I think we're all caught up on the Iran situation, where we're at, what the stage is right now. There's a lot of other stuff that happened today that a lot of people are not going to be happy about. And one of the things that I believe that they're not going to be happy about is the Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson trial, that situation. I think there are some people that their grift is coming to an end. Their grift is starting to grind down. And it's interesting to see because these people have made a lot of money off of so-called, I mean, it's not even evidence. The candy canes don't even have evidence that they've been spewing for the last, when did Charlie Kirk die? Was it 9 months ago now? 8 months ago? He died in September. Almost 8 months. Almost 8 months. There's a lot of people that are running out of information to sell. They're running out of this secret. A lot of people keep secrets, or they try to sprinkle secrets so that you have to come back. September 10th. There you go. September 10th, day before. I saw a comment there, something about the food on the USS Abraham Lincoln. That has been debunked. That was fake. This is the Office of the Chief of Naval Operations statement on the claims of food shortages on the Lincoln and the Tripoli are false. False. Those carriers carry enough food for a long time. And anytime a ship comes up next to them, they do a CASREP or an UNREP, where they do a underway replenishment and they move these big pallets across. They've got the lines. They are not running out of food there. This is all garbage. And I don't know where this is. Somebody says here, school lunch menu. This is the image that they were posting. And they've posted garbage. There's a lot of people that are putting this up. Look at this. November 17th or November of 2017, October 6th, 2024. Photos from the Iran war. I believe there was one YouTuber that I used to watch that also fell for the trick. Let's see here. I think he fell for it as well. And I don't know how people, there's a lot of people that keep following this stuff. I'm not sure how they do it. Let me see if I can find this one. Yeah, here we go. Right here. Where is this? Okay, yeah. Here we go. Right here. Look at, I don't watch this guy, but some of you might. So here's the image of this like purple ham. Says big mistake. I think this guy is a Marine veteran, I think is what he is. And he's got a great channel. It's just nothing but doom. If you want to hear that the world is ending tomorrow every day, then that's probably your jam. But yeah, I saw somebody said something about the food, Black Scout Survival. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't watch his channel, but he
right now.
was going on about this food. Let me see if I can get to the part. He's very negative, and I wish him the best. I said something about to him. Oh, here we go, right here. Look at this. You see this? See the food here? And then watch what comes up next. Okay. Let me see. I don't want to play the audio or anything, but I'm sure he's talking. Okay, there. Okay, see this image? You see that one? And let me see if I can find this one. Right? Are you starting to catch on now? What's going on? So this is at a school lunch room, and then this gentleman used the same photo in a YouTube video saying that this is on the Abraham Lincoln. Used to watch him. I was just fixing to say been 100% doomer. I can't get into the doom. I can't get into it. It's I just can't get into it. I mean, a lot of people love the doom stuff. They want to hear that the world is ending every day. And then at the same time, I'm going to try to sell you some survival gear. Go for it. Right? If that's your jam, go for it. Noodles and pita bread. Uh-huh. Somebody sent me that, and that's why I looked at it, and I made a comment to him about his post, and he called me gay. And I was like, what are you, 4 years old? Are you 4 years old? You're gay. Whatever. If that's your response, and if that's how professional you are, good luck. You know, it was pretty funny though. I thought that somebody would reply with "You're gay." Okay, that's your jam. Whatever. I can't fall into the here. I'll show you. I always try to like back up what. There we go. Right. Let's go. I always like to show you so that you know that I'm being as truthful as I'm saying. So here we go. Black Scout Survival with this video. They're not telling you this part. Okay. I put the doom pill as strong. He says, doom pill, something a gay Navy vet would say. Yeah, great. Okay. And I said, are you 4 years old calling people gay? That caught on to your grift. I finished my 20, enjoyed the grind. Not everyone has the grit to stick it out. It's okay to get regret a mediocre career and be bitter about it. There you go. People don't like that. People do not like being called out. What's his face? Sean Ryan didn't like being called out. These people don't like being called out. There's a lot of you that might watch these people. Are there any of you that trust any of these guys on the screen right now? Anyone trust any of them? Tucker Carlson, Canditard, Megyn Kelly. I don't know the comedian's name. Something Smith. Johnny Smith. Joe Kent. I don't know who this blonde is here with the O face. Ian Carroll. That's not his real name. I know that's not his real name. Nick Fuentes. Alex, fraud. Bill Zarian, fraud. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who he is in the blue. And Marjorie Taylor Greene. But I believe all those people lied to you, or they lied to me as well. I used to be sponsored by Tucker Carlson. I canceled that. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I donated to her campaign. That's about the end of it. I figured out all the other ones long before. I've always called Alex Jones the seed man because I remember he used to sell seeds, right? I muted all of these clowns, all of them. Every one of them I muted and blocked on X because I just don't have time for that level of negativity. I don't have time for it. Here, let's go here. I'm just going to drop this on you. For everyone that believes that Tyler Robinson did not shoot Charlie Kirk, let's see here. What the hell? Insulting dummy. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Chantel. This is real.
He then leaves the campus. UVU surveillance then captures him return later. He returns on foot. right before the Charlie Kirk event. He's wearing a disguise of sorts. He's wearing a baseball cap, different baseball cap, pulled low. He's got sunglasses on, a different shirt, different pants, but the same Converse shoes. That's all seen in the surveillance. He's limping because there's a rifle down his pants. The surveillance captures this individual. Again, I don't want to overstate the evidence because the pictures of his face at this time are not as definitive as they were earlier because of the sunglasses and the hat. But it captures his face, captures his appearance, his height, his build, all consistent with how he looks earlier in the day and how he looks today in court. But he makes his way to the rooftop, makes his way to the sniper's perch on the rooftop, takes the shot, and then runs to the northeast, drops off the building and runs to the northeast of campus into a wooded area. That's all captured on video.
That is exactly what they just laid out. This was in court today, and they laid out that everything was captured on video. The prosecution revealed that the UVU cameras captured Tyler Robinson taking Charlie Kirk's life. The prosecution says the cameras captured him going to the perch, taking the shot, and then running into the wooded area. I don't want to say this is over for Tyler Robinson, but the grift is over for a lot of people. A lot. It was, somebody said volume. It was a 1-channel audio recording. It's not in stereo. I didn't have anything to do with that. But the grift is over for these people. And the same people that have been lying to you about everything else are now lying to you about what's going on. And they're lying to you about the Tyler Robinson situation. They have it on camera. And there's a lot of people on this image right here that have made a lot of money. They will say the videos are manipulated. Of course they will. The Egyptian airplanes manipulated the camera. Right? That's what'll happen. I turned subscribers only on it. It'll get rid of the trolls. Start to get some trolls in there. It's like bot accounts. And once you turn on subscriber only mode for commenting, it gets rid of all of the trolls. It's a really amazing feature there. But now, here's a little picture of Chris Christie, the guy that called in the other day and said that he was a Chris Christie fan. I never share my burgers. Chris Christie, baby boomers are the most selfish generation in American history. There you go. I don't think he shared any burgers with anyone. And here's the Pope with his "Can we all get along" message. That one's worked for a long time, hasn't it? The Pope is, I don't know what happened to the Pope, to be honest with you. I'm not Catholic, so I don't really care what happened to him. They don't want cameras in the courtroom, the defense, because they don't want you to see the truth. That's exactly right. By not allowing the truth, people like Candace Owens make a lot of money. Now, apparently, now I know a lot of you watch some of these people that, y'all, a lot of you watch these people, and that's okay. I wish you the best. I think you should be a little more discerning with what you watch. Hey, Ben, what about the U.S. sub that I guess had serious damage on its conning tower? Gary, that's a broad statement. There's been a lot of submarines that have had that. A lot have had it. That's the food Big Mike used to feed the school kids. Oh yeah, the purple meat. Do not be jelly that Trump echoes. I have no idea. That's a good one. Henny Penny, the sky's falling. Absolutely. The sky is always falling. If the sky wasn't falling, then there'd be nothing to be afraid of. That's what I think. A lot of people like selling doom, fear, all of that crap. I watched Gary Paramount. We had Gary on the show, Paramount Tactical. Great dude. Very well educated. I believe he was like a Green Beret sniper is what I think he did in the Army. So yeah, I like some people with some experience, with some background, that you can put some faith into what they're saying. That's kind of where I'm at. Let's go here. I think we've got quite a bit to unpack, quite a bit to talk about. There's a lot of people that probably have something they'd like to say. If you're a regular caller on the show and I don't take your call because somebody else is trying to get in, don't be offended. There's a lot of people that have emailed me saying they've never been able to get into the calls, and I try to spread it around. So let's go here. Start a little goal there. Try to get some calls tonight and see what everybody's thinking. We've had a big day. We've had a big week in the news. And I think it's a great time to be alive, to be honest with you. I think what we're seeing right now is monumental. I don't think Milton Memphis said he got his thing. Hypothetical question. What do you think happens if Americans loses the midterm? If Americans lose the midterm? Well, Americans wouldn't lose the midterm. If you have questions in the chat, throw a super chat on it and I'll make sure I get it, because the chat is moving pretty fast if you have questions. Great video at the end of the podcast. Great. The Americans are not going to lose the midterms because there's only Americans in the election. Now it's either Democrats or Republicans. I don't know what's going to happen in the midterms. I think with all of the doomers want Democrats to win. Answer me there. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you think the doomers want Democrats to win? Because I believe that's their goal, is to get Democrats back in office. I don't understand it, because as soon as they do, they're going to get their rights taken away. Let's go here. Grimwrath, I believe New Mexico, or is that right? Grimwrath, New Mexico?
You nailed it, brother. You nailed it.
What would you like
All
to
right,
say?
brother. I just want to say, Trump promised the Iranians that he would smash the regime and take the uranium out of the country.
Okay.
So if we can get the uranium out of the country, we also have to help free these people. There's 70,000 of them being held hostage by 20,000 psychopaths.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
And we need to get it to where they can be liberated on their own terms. They can come out. They've been doing it slowly. I think they can do it fully. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they will actually be able to come back and take their country?
We don't know really what's going on because they have turned off the internet there for 51 days. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Exactly.
I mean, this is
But
North Korea.
What we do see coming out of there are Iranians begging Trump to bomb the power plants and take them back to the Stone Age, so they have a prayer of a chance of taking their country back.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for calling, Grimwrath. I really appreciate you. You take
You
care,
have
brother.
a great night, brother.
God bless you. Thank you for calling. Kicking us off with a great call. See, I remember some of these people. Grimwrath, New Mexico. I remember these people. I don't know how I do it. The Iranium. I like that. The Iranium. I see what you did there. Somebody said people are waiting for Jesus to come back. I agree. IRGC is evil. I'm a picking and I'm a grinning. Roy Clark and Buck Owens. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Hey, what's going on, Ben? Calling from upstate New York.
Good evening.
I think this is great what Trump's doing. I trust. He's got my full trust. I gotta say that.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What is one thing that Trump has not done that you want to happen still?
With what he campaigned on, I really can't say he lied to me. I wish, he could do some more stuff with like gun rights and, where all these states, like I live in upstate New York, and they're like, oh, well, they're BS. I wish he could really push for something, even the concealed carry reciprocity or something like that. But you think a man's saving the world right now. So, I gotta.
Yeah. Somebody said mass deportations. Those are happening. That doesn't happen in a day, in a week, in a month, but those are happening. I agree.
No, and it's like you say, like sometimes there's things that we're glad we don't know about, and I hope there's things that the press and we don't know about. Is there's massive plane loads of people getting sent back to where the hell they came from.
I'm happy to see it. I honestly didn't think Trump would accomplish as much as he's done right now in such a short amount of time.
No, and he's tearing it up, and it really upsets me with all these doomers making money off. Like, come on, guys. Like, I watch so many people, like, he got elected, and they're like, oh, my God, vote for Trump. And he gets elected, and they're like, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. I'm like, it's been 2 months. It's been a year. This is a big-ass boat, and it takes a long – you might know about stuff like this. It takes a long time to turn a big-ass boat around, don't it,
It takes – I want to say it's about 2.5 nautical miles to turn around an aircraft carrier. Maybe bigger than that.
Think about that. And hey, we got it 10, 10, and 10. Everybody get out and vote in the midterms, please. Our country depends on it.
I agree. God bless you. Thank you for calling from
God bless you.
upstate New York in the house. Democrat states are changing their election laws to bypass the Electoral College. I don't think it'll ever happen, but they're trying. You might be right. Let's go line 3. What do you got, 3?
Yes, sir, Mr. Dykes. I agree with the gentleman just talking about every one of us needs to get out and vote. Everybody we know, talk them into getting out and voting, whether they vote Democrat or Republican. Be an American patriot.
Let me ask you this. Why were people so complacent after Charlie Kirk was shot? Because they didn't turn out. They didn't turn out.
No, sir. I honestly think it was because of all the speculation and the wombat theories that get thrown from here to yonder.
You might be right. God bless you. I appreciate you calling. Thank you very much. People did not turn out to vote right after Charlie Kirk died. This is real. This is not a thing from the Babylon Bee. California is now providing transmission changes to homeless illegal aliens. This is not the Babylon Bee. This is not the Onion. California is providing transmission changes to homeless illegal aliens. But for everybody that's worried about the midterms, why didn't they turn out right after Charlie Kirk died? It didn't happen. That's what scares me about the midterms, because everybody now, we love Charlie Kirk, love Charlie Kirk, love Charlie Kirk, but he got killed and you didn't show up to vote. Why were you not shutting down outlaw bikey gangs? You're going to get your butt kicked just saying bikey. I don't think outlaw bike gangs are really high on the president's agenda. I don't think so. Oh, the 2025 elections, all these governors' races, that's the elections I'm talking about. Winsome Sears, the Virginia governor's race, the New Jersey governor's race, the New York City mayor's race. Those are the races where no one showed up. No one showed up. Charlie Kirk just shot. The left celebrated. No one showed up to vote. Why not? Outlaw gang said he was in an outlaw moped gang. Those actually exist. Those actually exist. People forget 2020. Remember, people vote red. Let's see here. NATO doesn't make eunuchs of their armed forces. Okay. That's a weird timeline for a question there, but okay. Did anybody see this? I want to know if you saw this, because this is kind of disgusting. Actually, on every level, it's disgusting. So there's this guy. I got to turn the audio down, but I'll put the clip up here. There's a guy in, I want to say California. It's always California, right? It's always California. So there's a guy in California. Oh, sorry, Mission Viejo, if anybody knows where that is. Mission Viejo. This guy gets out of his car, walks up to this fence, and puts a puppy through the fence and abandons the puppy. See the puppy? Abandons the puppy. The puppy looks back at him like, hey, dude, you're my dad. Where he dumped the puppy off at, there is a large population of coyotes. This story came out of Breitbart. A man is being sought after he threw a puppy over a closed, he didn't throw it, but he put it through there, left it alone in an area known for coyotes before driving away. Now, I think that's lower than whale crap. However, this has a lot of people. Who does this? The people that do this kill babies. That's what they do. So the outrage for this, if you're outraged by the puppy and you're not for a baby, rethink your priorities. That's what I think. Which side of the gate were the coyotes on? On the outside. I can't believe I actually had to say the outside thing of the gate. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's good, man. We are we're getting there now, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Here's another one for you. Some of you are going to be happy, or not going to be happy about this one either, but I'll share it. If you know who Catherine Herridge is, you know who Catherine Herridge is? She's like a very famous CBS reporter. She was fired from CBS actually for some of her work on the Fauci stuff, right? Well, she's calling out Mr. Plagiarism for plagiarizing some of her content, which is interesting. Oh, she used to be Fox News. I thought CBS. But she's calling out Benny, Mr. Plage, for some of this. And I think that's I think it's pretty crazy if a puppy was not killed by coyotes. Gary, go find that out for us. It's interesting to see people getting called out for stealing content, which is what a lot of them do. They hijack things. They don't give credit. They don't show who is who created the information. It's kind of sad. It's pretty grifty is what I would like to call it. It's pretty grifty, if that's a term. If grifty is a term, let me know. I don't know if grifty is a term or not. But let's I just wanted to show y'all that. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Feel free. to give us a call. You're more than welcome. Love to talk to anybody. Let's go right here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Hey, Ben. I just have a silly question.
I'll give you a silly answer.
You'll give me a silly answer to go with it? That would be
If you ask
great.
something stupid, I'll give you a stupid
Well,
answer.
it's not. No, it's not a stupid question. It's one of those. Nobody really has even put it out there.
Okay.
Have you noticed that we have New York, we have Dearborn, we have all the BS going on down in Texas, and of course California has been, the West Coast is a whole animal unto itself. But have you noticed that it seems like all these major cities that are plagued by the current Muslim problems seem to all be near like large bodies of water?
Large
ports.
bodies of water, large ports. I don't know. It doesn't apply to like Dearborn, Michigan, or Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know if it applies for those.
Well, but they're right there on the lakes.
Yeah, but nobody's bringing in boats full of Somalians on the Great Lakes, are they? There's no shipping traffic.
No, but I
there.
wouldn't be surprised if they're not coming across from Canada, because I
What are you
trust
trying
Canada
to-
about as far as
what-
I could throw them.
What
it just
dots are
seems-
you
it
trying to
just-
connect?
It just seems like they're trying to do like Chicago is a big liberal part. Then there's New York, and then there's California, and they're trying to put the Muslims in play. And of course, Austin, in Texas is another thing right there. It's like they're trying to get the biggest cities, and they're trying to make sure they're all around the United States, just so in the long run we end up surrounded.
I don't understand the connection with the bodies of water, though. I don't understand that part.
It just seems like they're trying to do what they can to be like to monopolize major ports.
Major ports. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Why not? Well, I mean, a lot of these shipping companies, these container ships, have people from foreign countries working on them. I mean, it's very, very filled with if you know anything about merchant marines, there's a lot of people from other countries that work on those things. God bless you. You lost me though. I don't understand the part with the water though. God bless you. Line 2.
A lot of these shipping.
Yes, I was.
Turn the
One
audio
question
down in the
for you.
background. Audio down.
I did.
Okay, what you got?
This is Andy from Iowa. I called yesterday about the technician. Anyways, I was wondering how long do you think it'd be before Ilham Omar is booted out of this country for supposedly, letting Iran know that Trump was planning to attack them?
Do you want my honest answer, or do you want me to tell you what you want to hear?
No, I prefer honesty, actually.
Never.
That sucks.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. I mean, do you really think it'll happen? I mean, honestly, you think that would happen?
I'm afraid not. No, I mean,
How
as much
hard
as-
has it been for us to get rid of Kilmar Abrego Garcia?
damn near impossible.
How hard is it for us to convict Tyler Robinson with the amount of misinformation that's going on?
It's going to be, there again, almost impossible. That's what they do. They like to flood all this misinformation just so they have everybody doubting what's actually going on.
So that tells me they'll never get rid of her. Never. I mean, that's just the way I'm looking at it. I'm just looking at past actions or things that didn't happen. And I just don't see it happening. I mean, let me ask you this. The Eric Swalwell, right? He's stepped down from Congress. He's not going to run for governor. Do you think he goes to jail?
No.
Okay. And let me ask you this. When Justice Kavanaugh was getting confirmed and all of these women, Kristen Blasey Ford came out and said that he touched them and all this other stuff, and it was never confirmed, nothing was ever proved. Some of their accusations were probably false. And everybody was like, man, these people came out 40 years later. But why are we conservatives, Republicans, celebrating women that are coming out 40 years later on Swalwell when we were so against women coming out 40 years later on the president, on Kavanaugh. That seems like a double standard there. You know, I mean, in my opinion, what are your thoughts? And
Well,
what are
it's
the
always
thoughts of
when
the
you're
chat?
when you're dealing with the left, you always got to figure it's going to be a double standard. I mean, that's just the way it's been for so many years now. I mean, I don't see any way out of it, you know?
But do you think it's okay for us to fall into the same double standard that they used for Kavanaugh and Trump?
No, I believe honesty is the best play. I mean, if you can't say it outright what you fully believe, then I mean that's just the way it should be. I mean, double standard just mugs clouds everything up.
Should we believe all women?
No,
Okay. I don't think so either. But when it comes to Trump and Kavanaugh, believe all women. The Democrats did this on purpose to get rid of Swalwell, and I'm going to ruin some hopes here. I think Tom Steyer, the billionaire, wins the governor's race in California as well.
well,
And I think that's why they got rid of Swalwell, to condense the Democrat votes for Tom Steyer, the billionaire. That's what I think.
that makes sense.
I do not see California going red. I do not see Democrats giving up their crown jewel for.
Well, look what they're doing to Nick Shirley there. I mean, they're just trying to hide all their fraud. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a given at this point.
And I mean, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but that's just my opinion. I don't believe they beat the billionaire. A lot of people want Steve Hilton to win. I would love for Steve Hilton to win. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. God bless you. Appreciate the call. If you think Steve Hilton's going to win, call in and tell me why. Or more importantly, tell me how. Tell me how Steve Hilton wins. Tell me how BLM Blanco wins. Chris, Arkansas. What do you got, Chris?
Hey, Ben, I hadn't got to watch much news this week. There was a death in the family, but two things. One, you was asking about the people coming out to vote after Charlie Kirk. Man, I think a lot of that has to do, not in my case, because in this recent election, I voted twice. I voted in the primary, then I voted in the runoff that we had. But I think a lot of it may be that people aren't secure in our elections and they don't trust the results, so they're not showing up. We can't even pass the SAVE Act. And two, I seen this week, I think, something about Congress just passed to restore TPS to all these illegal aliens. Is that correct?
I don't know. I haven't kept track of that. I really haven't. I'm sure somebody in the chat will.
But that's my idea on why there may be low voter turnout. Is because people aren't confident that they're going to get real results when we can't even pass the SAVE Act.
And that's why I don't believe that California goes red for the governor's race, because with all of the stuff that we have in place, we haven't accomplished what we need to. Chris, thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got?
Hello. This is North Carolina.
Good evening.
I would like to say what I think is going to happen with Iran. I don't know anything about Steve.
Sure. What would you like to say?
I would like to say I think Iran is saying what they need to say to get America out of their hair. And then just as soon as they do, China's going to resupply them with more advanced weapons. And then when we go back, we're going to end up losing assets and our people.
Do you think Trump just takes their word and leaves?
Well, he left the blockade in place. I think he's trying to do his part, but I think the end goal for Iran is I think this conflict's going to go on for a while longer unless we occupy.
Okay. Do you think that boots on the ground are needed there?
Not right now, but eventually, if we want to take control of this situation, because Iran is some of the craziest people on earth, and not the people themselves, but the people leadership. They're fanatics. They're radicals.
So you think at some point we need to put boots on the ground in Iran?
I do.
Okay, let me ask
and
you
a
this.
lot of boots.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think we need boots on the ground in Germany, England, Japan, Korea? Why do we need troops there?
On that note, on all the allies who wouldn't assist us or let us use our own bases, I would pull our troops out of those places and put them in Iran.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I appreciate
in
it.
a base.
God
Yes,
bless
sir.
you. Thank you for
have a
calling.
good day.
Let's go right here. We're back at the top of the board. Line 1 again. What do you got, line 1?
What's going on, man? It's J-Rod, man.
What's
I've
up,
been
buddy?
busy this evening. I ain't been on here but about 10, 15 minutes.
What would you like to say, J-Rod?
What's happening?
Not much, man. People are freaking out. Well, there are people that think that Steve Hilton's going to win the governor's race in California. I don't believe so. There are people that think Trump is just going to leave Iran without any thing in place. I don't believe that. There are
you gotta be
people
a moron to believe that.
I just don't believe that. There are people that are falling for false information on all these doomer podcastistanners. And I think that's amazing as well, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
J-Rod, I
Hey,
appreciate you
heard you
calling. What
say-
would you like to say?
I heard
Go
you-
right ahead.
I heard you say something about the Abrego Garcia deal.
Yeah, we still can't get rid of him.
Now, we all know that was a hot topic for what, the whole last year, on and off, on and off, on and off. I actually think they're using him for bait. I think I do. I think he's a distraction. I think Ilhan Omar's going to stay here probably until after midterms. I think next year will be more focused on getting the United States back in order.
My guess,
after we get this war over with.
My guess, you never get rid of Ilhan, and when she dies, she's buried at Arlington National Cemetery. That's my guess.
Come on, man. Now let me ask you this.
I'm trying to keep a straight face, but it's not. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know. If the Democrats in charge, it'd be bigger than that.
You want to get really upset? You want to get really upset? If she stays in Congress one more year, she has a retirement, a congressional retirement, same as Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, same as Marge.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Let me go drag something by you right here. Did you say the interview with? Did you say the interview with Anna Polina about John Thune?
I did. You probably don't want my opinion about her, but I'll just keep it to myself. I don't want to say.
I think what's going to happen to John Thune. I think what's going to happen to John Thune is they're going to end up trying to get him out. They're going to have a vote, and it's going to expose all the rhinos, and the Democrats will vote to keep him in, and that's going to expose John Thune right there.
Hakeem
I think that'll
Jeffries
happen.
will be, or not Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, probably Hakeem Jeffries next Speaker of the House. That's what I think. God bless you. J-Rod, thank you for calling. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Give me a call. Love to talk to you, unless you're stupid. And J-Rod's a brother from another mother down there in Lower Alabama. Let's talk to someone in an insane asylum. Hello, insane asylum.
I was feeling free to call in. From flat Earth, apparently. To Uranus. Check 1, 2. Are you there? 1, 2. Does your elevator go to the top floor? Was that a 2000?
We had to flush Johnny. He calls in all the time. He's blocked. That is, I can't even pick on some of these people because he's probably like a sprinter in the Special Olympics. I can't. Animal Farm, long time no see. That was Johnny. I just can't. I can't talk to dumb people because you will get dumber. My grandmother, God rest her soul, she said, if you play with poop, your hands are going to stink. And I believe if you hang around with dumb people, you're going to get dumber. And I just had to let Johnny talk because I don't want to, I don't think it's smart to pick on people with mental disability. That's where I'm at in my life. I'm trying to be nice. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let's check it out. Black Scout Survival. Has anyone else found that MAGA is more unhinged than the liberals of 2020? If you questioned anything, I mean anything, they go into Karen psycho rage. Try it. Complain about the high gas and see them go bananas. All right, there we go. So saith Black Scout. Let's go. Line 2. What do you got? That's Johnny Ballgame. If you're not familiar with him, he calls in all the time. I've had to block him. He's unhinged, to say the least. Let's hear it. Okay. Okay. I can agree with that. I can.
What they believe in, even though their beliefs are wrong. But that's how I feel. I think they should be crushed. Everything about them should be crushed. Their hierarchy, their middle hierarchy, their lower hierarchy, everything should be crushed.
You think that the IRGC should be crushed, not the actual innocent people, is what I'm picking up.
Yes, absolutely.
So you're talking like a Nuremberg level trial, like
absolutely.
Round them all up,
yes.
Nuremberg trials. Is that what you're talking about?
After they surrender, I think we should round them up with boots on the ground. And I know that's going to cost American lives, and I hate that. I hate it. But if we don't, they are going to come back. And that's just a fact.
You know, you might be right about that. I don't know how they do it, but I think if we have a Nuremberg level trial, because they have committed crimes against humanity, they've killed 30,000, probably more than that. We don't know because they've shut off their internet. That Absolutely. Is my guess. That is my, I think what is your name? What's your name?
Mark Sizemore. I'm from Kentucky.
Mark, I think you're right, Mark. I think you're onto something. There's a lot of people saying that they agree with you. I agree. Mark, thank you for calling. Have an L81 for me. God bless you.
Thanks.
Let's go here. Line 2. What do you got? Line 2.
Hey, Ben. This is Scott in Northern California.
Scott,
I just wanted to call and say thank you so much for your for what you do, and I want to thank you for your service in the submarines. And I just wanted to say I really like your show, and I really thankful for.
You're in California. Let me ask you this: who wins the governor's race in California?
I hope the sheriff does. That Hilton guy is just not a. I think he's just all show. He doesn't know anybody here. He's just doing it for himself. And the Democrats are just they lost their main guy now, so who knows what's going on with them.
Are you upset that Blanco, the sheriff, took a knee with Black Lives Matter?
No, because I heard, I was worried about that at first, but I heard more about it from him, and that was that he was a little under pressure about it, sure, but he did, when he took a knee, he was being thankful for trying to maintain safety for his deputies.
Okay.
And so you know what, none of us are all perfect, and if that's the one thing that that maybe we don't agree with, we all have to be give them a little
the thing that bothers me about him is, number one, he took a knee with BLM. Number two, he hasn't said that he would comply with ICE.
Oh, I heard I thought he did say that he would comply with ICE.
Really? Okay.
And then and then the other thing that I really liked about him was during COVID, he stood up against the Governor Newsom because he wanted the governor, all the sheriffs and all the police to go through and monitor people wearing masks and shut people down in churches and all that stuff. And he stood his ground. He said, "No, I'm not going to do that. I'm a sheriff. You're not going to tell me what to do, and I'm not going to have my deputies do it." And he didn't, and they didn't touch him.
Well, good. I still think Tom Steyer wins, but I hope for a Republican. God bless you. Thank you for calling. Appreciate the comments. Great one. Oh, brought out one of my old submarine hats. ComSub Devron 5. It's one of my old commands. There you go. Probably won't see one like this for a while, will you? If you know where ComSub Devron 5 is and what we did, you know more than you should. There we go. Line 3, go.
Yeah, there's actually an independent that's taken up the race for the governorship in California.
That's a bad idea.
Her name's Ellen something, and she's an entrepreneur. I don't know much about her policies yet. I just learned about her.
The more candidates that they have, the higher chance a Democrat wins.
Well, she's running as independent, and her theory is there's like 41% independent, and if she can get just the independent vote,
if she wins, you call back. I'll give you $100 cash. God bless you. There you go. Line 4. What do you got? Line 4.
Yeah, this is Will from the border of Texas. I've worked in the oil fields, and they can't frack offshore. Now, there are a lot of wells in Texas and other places that are capped. So all they have to do is go back and frack them out. Now, as for what's going on over there in Saudi Arabia, they can probably re-drill. But at this point, I kind of agree. They're going to be shut down, but somebody's going to have to go back in and take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Something's got to be done. And, it's going to get dirty, but
Yes, it is. Also, I saw Roy Clark when I was younger, and he could make any guitar hum.
I think Roy Clark can play anything with strings. I think he can play tennis shoes. Yes.
I watched him do it real well, and him and Buck Owens. Buck Owens was just a picker, and Roy Clark was the guitarist either way. Of course, Buck Owens was a slouch anyway because he was related to family. He was slacking, and they kicked him out of the house. My grandmother kicked him out of the house because he didn't want to work.
Well, thank you very much for the call. I appreciate you. God bless you. Let's go line 5. What do you got, 5?
Hey, Ben, this is Kevin from East Texas. You had a caller a little while ago that said that we need boots on the ground. Sure. I don't believe we do, sir. I honestly don't believe we do. We have the technology and the weaponry. We can keep it in the air. They can't touch us from the ground because, we've devastated them. So, boots on the ground at this point, I believe that would be, in my opinion, it would be an unnecessary risk to our service members.
I think this. If Trump can get all of this done, if he can get a peace deal without an actual shot being fired from a gun, that tells me he's the greatest president and the greatest negotiator maybe in the history of the United States of America.
Ben, you could ask my wife. I just said that not even 6 hours ago. And I just told my granddaughter, she's 11, about turned 12. I just told her the same thing. That's exactly my opinion, my feelings on this, because, being a veteran myself, I was a CDAT, computerized DA tanker.
Okay.
But I guarantee you, I enjoyed every minute of it. And to this day, if I could still go back, I would, but I'm just too old and not in the same shape I used to be. But I'll tell you what, Ben.
I think the people that have been in combat want to see war the least. And people throw it around really flippantly. I don't want to see boots on the ground. I don't want to see a shot fired from an M4 or a small arm. Now we know what we've done with our military aircraft and our submarines and our Navy. But if we get through this without a bullet being fired, this is the greatest absolute move in the last 150 years. This is monumental.
Agreed 150%, Ben. I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything you do, and you got a lot of callers waiting on you, brother. So I'll get off here, and you have a wonderful weekend, bud.
I want to say this. Thank you for your service. God bless you.
You too, sir.
Great call. There was a comment here. Somebody said, Warlord, great comment. I saw it flash by, and he said the deal's already done. Warlord, I am praying that it is. J-Rod, Gonzel equals baby born in all-male prison. Johnny Ballgag. Johnny was born in an all... Here, for those of you that don't know the history of Johnny the Ballgagger, this is Johnny Ballgag right here. And he is going to show you all. This is Johnny. He's kind of a pariah. He's our pet Special Olympics sprinter. Actually, I think he's more of a shot putter because of the heavy balls. I think if Johnny was in the Special Olympics, he would either be playing tetherball or a shot putter. Something with large balls in and around the chin area is what I think. This is Johnny.
Morning, we're going to make some pancakes. Waffle. Make a waffle. You can use pancake mix, great value. But they require like eggs, a bunch of other stuff. Who wants to have to do all that? You can get this stuff. Hungry Jack. You don't put nothing with it or just a little bit of water. Put about a cup of that, a cup of that, and we like to put a little bit of that in there, and you stir it up with one of these. Put it in one of these. Got this here for Christmas. Wait till the light comes on, mix it up, drop it in there. Show you. Well, problem we got here is waiting on everybody to wake up. And then we'll get serious about making waffles. All right, well, okay, see, this is a learning experience, the whole damn thing. Apparently, you can't just wait on other people to wake up. You can wake up yourself. Make your own waffle. So let's do that. Got a cup of waffle mix right here, and we need a cup of some water. Did I say a cup of water? We don't need a cup of water. I mean, like get whiskey with it. Same. Is that a good taboo? Is the oh yeah. Mix it in a cup. Oh baby girl, yeah baby, what's up?
Are you starting to understand? Now do you understand why I don't talk to Johnny ball gagger. Lines are open 615-475-7864. That is a peek behind the curtain. That is why we have. Should we unban Johnny Ballgagger? 51% say don't ban him or say don't allow him back in. 40. I mean, if you want him back, vote him in. This is a this is a republic. I keep thinking of he sure does have a pretty mouth and biscuits and mustard. That's what I think of. Sling Blade. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Feel free, give me a call. But there you go. Johnny is losing the election. He's nuttier than a fruitcake. He's nuttier than a squirrel turd. Don't. Somebody gave it the Kamala. Somebody just gave it the Kamala. Don't. Oh, God. That's funny. That is, you gave it the Kamala. Here, let me see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find Kamala. Don't. I love how she said that. Where I would love to find that clip of Kamala saying, don't. That's a good one. Let's see here. But lines are open. Feel free to give me a call. Love to talk to you. Let's see here. I'm just a Canadian from BC, always listening because the show is always interesting, straight up like the bourbon I'm sipping tonight. Oh, cool. Let's go here. Line 4. What do you got, line 4?
Hey, man, I appreciate your service. And
Thank you. Thank you for calling. What's your name? I didn't catch it.
You can call me Rob.
Rob, thank you for calling. What would you like to say?
I would like to say, and don't take this the wrong way, okay? I have a brother-in-law that had Down syndrome, and he played in the Special Olympics. So I really hate to hear him being associated with some of the goofballs out there. You know what I mean?
I agree. You know what, though? Humor is humor. And no one, I would never make a joke about your brother-in-law or cousin or whatever you said it was. But
yes, sir.
When we see, and here's part of the problem as well. I grew up in I was born mid 70s, and growing up in the mid 70s, we were allowed to make fun of each other. We were allowed to make fun of people's religion, their color, we were allowed to do that. And we were allowed, do you remember the show Life Goes On? Do you remember that show?
Actually, I do not.
There was a show called Life Goes On, and there was a character on the show. His name was Corky, and he was a young man that had Down syndrome. And the show was a great show because it normalized how people with Down syndrome are. And I've got family that have had mental disabilities, but for some reason, we lost the ability to do that. And I believe it was a direct attack on that, because as soon as we quit being able to joke about the Jeffersons and Mr. Bentley and Tom and Helen Willis, the white and black couple, all in the family, when we got rid of that ability to laugh at each other, racism got worse in America. Everybody's skin got thinner and things got worse. So what are your thoughts? I would love to get your opinion on that.
I'm not really that offended by it. It made me think of him again, and I don't even like to put him in the same category.
No, because he had no choice in his disability. Mm-hmm. He had a birth defect. These people,
right, and I'm not picking at you. I'm not getting on your case.
The people that come into this chat and say stupid stuff, they choose to do that. They are professional contrarians. They always like to take the opposite side just because they want to be an enigma. People like your nephew or your cousin, your brother-in-law, you said, those people have no choice. They were born that way. They have no choice, and they do the best they can with what God gave them. And God loves them. And he threw a lot of trials and he put a lot of obstacles in their life, but he didn't put those obstacles there thinking that he wanted to trip them up. He wanted them to overcome that. There's a lady that I follow on X. Her name is Renata, and her name is Renata Oxendine. And I'll pull this stuff up here. She is a Christian American conservative. She lives in North Carolina. She has a condition where she has epileptic seizures. She is a conservative. She suffers from diagnosed with neurofibromatosis type 1, rare neurological disorder, causes benign tumors to form on her nerves in her brain. She is the most inspiring woman that I have seen on X, because every day she is posting something about how God has made her life better. And she has never once, like she posted 3 hours ago, the best day of my life was when I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And
Wonderful.
It's stuff like this. And she lives with daily challenges, but there are people like Johnny that choose to be just stupid. I mean, I think stupidity is a choice right now. In today's society, with today's technology, if you don't know something, it's because you don't want to know it. That's what I think.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Well, and part of my point was my brother-in-law, Eric. I hold him in such high regard, so much higher above the nut jobs that I see that you deal with daily. Okay. And that we hear in social media.
It is so damn true. I agree. Let me ask you this. Where does your brother-in-law Eric live at?
It's a long story. I believe he's in East Tennessee.
East Tennessee. Is that where you're at, Tennessee yourself?
I'm in West Tennessee, yes.
West Tennessee. Gotcha. Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling, man. It's nice to talk to somebody that can zoom out and see a perspective rather than the narrow-minded dumb asses that we deal with on a daily basis. You know what I mean?
God bless you, man.
You take care. I appreciate you calling. Let's go. I'm going to show you all this page. I urge you to go and follow her. Her name is Renata Oxendine. I absolutely love what she does here. She is, like I said, she is based as hell. She calls out the left daily on their hypocrisy. She has this rare disorder. She has all of these things wrong with her, and she does not allow look at this. He's calling out this former lieutenant governor. Pray for their loved ones, especially their children, have to be experiencing unimaginable pain. She calls these people out. She loves America. She loves God. And listen to what she says here. Her messages are it's so positive that people can't deal with it. That's how positive she is. Listen to this.
Hey, y'all. Satan wants you to believe your life is worthless. But God says otherwise. He created you with a plan and a purpose. He knows your future, and he won't lead you on. So follow his plan and his purpose for your life. I hope you're all having a great day. God loves you, and so do I. Take care.
It would be so easy for her to be a victim. It would be so easy. She's calling out Zohran Mamdani. This won't work because it will cause the rich to leave New York City. She is based as F. I mean, it's just, listen to this message that she has. If you ever want to be inspired, you set notifications on for her messages. Listen to what she says here.
Hey, y'all, as you go to bed tonight, remember this. What is too heavy for you to carry is not too heavy for God. Give him all your fears, burdens, and worries, and let him handle it. Good night to you all, and in case no one has told you today, I love you, and God loves you even more. I hope and pray you all sleep well tonight and wake up feeling refreshed in the morning. Take care.
I get crapped on so much because I try to be pretty positive about what's happening in America. But I can't hold a candle to this lady. She is one of the most positive forces on X. And she puts out just little tidbits of inspiration.
Hey, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're going through tough times or if you're in a bad situation right now, stay strong. You don't have to go through it alone, not for one single second. God is with you every step along the way. Trust in him. Lean on him. Let him carry you. When you are weak, he is strong. Hold his hand today, and he will get you through anything. I hope you're all having a great day. God loves you, and so do I. Take care.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care about your religion, whatever you want to believe. This lady right here was born with challenges. And you can see here what NF1 epilepsy, anxiety, and migraines have taught me to lean on God, not on my own understanding. Want to encourage anyone who needs to hear this. Your pain does not mean that God has left you. I mean, I got to give it to her.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
You have to love that lady. So when people come on here and they're just so negative, you lost me. You lose me with the negativity. You lose me with the stupidity. Johnny, you got voted off the island, brother. Goodbye. And I think sometimes you should just probably look for some positivity. Now you know, some of you, why I've been mailing these Bibles everywhere. I get shipments of Bibles and I send them out. Let's go here. Line one. Turn the audio down.
I got this.
Let's go here. Call back. Don't call in with the volume up. Don't do it. But I get all these boxes of Bibles and I send them out. I've started giving them out to veterans where I work at. I'm a veteran service officer. That's my full-time job. I've started giving them out to some veterans and they're like, I came here to just file a VA disability claim. Why are you giving me a Bible? I'm like, because you might need it. Let's go line one.
Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Sea Ray Fort Worth.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, you remember a few episodes ago you were talking about what did Iran export besides oil?
Okay.
Leather kink goods. They were like number one producer of high quality leather goods for sexual acts.
Well, I don't think I need any of that.
Nope.
Wow.
That's just one of those little rare facts out there.
I wish I didn't know that.
Well, the manufacturers have no idea what it's for, but
I wish you wouldn't have told me that. That is one of those things I probably didn't need to ever know.
Well, let's talk about the oil being overflowed. I think they're just going to keep pumping it and not shut it down.
You think they just let it go onto the ground? Just
yeah, they probably will.
I don't know. I think that they cave before they reach the capacity. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. There you go. Leather kink goods. Wow, that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I wish I would have never learned that. Leather kink goods. No wonder Johnny Gall. Woo, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. You're right. The jokes write themselves. The jokes create themselves. My wife's out of town, daughter's out of town. Tonight I had 2 burgers. Lots of cheese, lots of mustard. I love a spicy mustard is what I like. I like a spicy brown mustard. That's my favorite. I don't know what kind of mustard y'all like, but I like a lot of mustard. I like pepper jack cheese. I like a homemade, I get these homemade burger buns. I love them. Roll under the bridge. Do you like cheese on your burger or no?
It better have cheese on it.
What kind of cheese? What's your favorite cheese?
On a burger, I'd probably go with provolone or smoked cheddar.
Smoked cheddar or provolone? Oh, and let me ask you this. One other thing. I want to shift gears here. What is the one thing that other people call a conspiracy that you believe in? Like aliens, Bigfoot, chupacabra, vampires, zombies. What are you believing in?
I don't believe in that stuff.
You don't believe in any kind of extraterrestrial stuff like that, or what?
No, I believe that's all demonic in some way, shape, or form. The vampires and stuff, at some point, that was a demon down the line and stuff. They have actual caskets that they brought up with people with stakes in their hearts.
Do you know where the whole story of vampires actually came from?
People said there was some... people were trying to say it was Vlad the Impaler, but it was like what was it?
It's all rabies. If you contract rabies, most of the things that vampires are supposed to be afraid of is affected if you have rabies. Like the bright light, that's one of them. The reflection, because your skin gets really bad, you don't want to see yourself. The thirst for it's actually thirst for iron, not blood, but blood obviously with iron. That's where this whole thing is. The connection was rabies and vampires, and the way that the people contracted rabies back then, wait for it, bats.
It sounds like they got COVID too, if it's with the bats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But hey, can I ask everybody to keep the people of Croton, Michigan, in their prayers? Just 30 minutes ago,
right?
Yeah, they just evacuated the town of Croton here in Michigan 30 minutes ago, and they're just right down the road from me.
Wow.
They've had people on the they call it the Ready Set Go, and they've had everybody at the set situation from a few days ago. The dam is about to burst down there. It's worse than Sheboygan is. It's bad. It's very bad right now. How
close is that to you?
Well, probably about 4 miles down the road from me.
Are you on high ground? Are you safe? I mean,
I'm upstream from where that is at, but I have a cousin that had to evacuate. I'd imagine that him and his family just evacuated 30 minutes ago, because I had a big old thing come over my phone just recently for them to evacuate to get the hell out of there. We have a storm rolling, and right now the thunder's going on. There's going to be a whole bunch of rain again, and I pray to God that holds through, but it's not looking good right now.
Wow, man, I'm saying prayers for all those people up there.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'll just be honest with you. I am not the greatest person in the world, but every night before I go to bed, I pray. Every night before I go to bed, I say a prayer. And I even pray for people I don't like, I really do.
You gotta, I mean, hopefully they can come around at some point. I mean, you can't sit there and hate on people. I mean, you can say a prayer and they can somehow find the light in Jesus and come around.
Yeah.
Heck, their life's going to be greater.
Well, I appreciate you calling, Troll. God bless you. You're a good man. Thank you for calling.
Right.
Stay safe. I wish safety for all of your friends and family up there in Michigan. You take care. We'll be standing by. And do me
Take
a
care,
favor.
guys.
If you
What's up?
have any friends or family up there that need some help or something, don't be afraid to shoot me a message and we'll see what we can put together for them, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Take care, Troll. That is he is the head troll. He's the troll manager. All the trolls in the chat work for him. Troll manager. Let's talk about some conspiracy theories. I'm really interested to see. Trump just posted this on Truth Social. This just came out 20 minutes ago. 21 minutes ago. President ZG, very happy to hold on. I'll take your call in just a second. Let me turn this off. This is we'll get back to the calls in just a second. We got to read this. President Xi is very happy the Strait of Hormuz is open and or rapidly opening. Our meeting in China, Trump's going to China, will be a special one and potentially historic. I look forward. I believe I don't know the last president went to China, but I know the first president went to China was Nixon. President Xi is very happy that the Strait of Hormuz is open and or rapidly open. Meeting in China will be a special one and potentially historic. I look forward to being with President Xi. Let me repost this. Let's see. TDS trolls will melt down. There we go. Y'all need to follow me on X. I'll pull up my X account here. You can follow me here on X. I'll put the link. It took me about a year to get the handle Navy Vet. And I'm actually really proud of having that. That follow me on X. There we go. Follow me on X. I'm really proud to have that handle. I believe you've been what we who love the Lord are admonished to do. Love your show. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm not a good human being. I saw the world on a bar stool in the Navy. I'll just be honest with you. I'm probably not the greatest human being, but who is, right? Who is? Lines are open. Whoever I hung up on there, feel free to call back. Feel free. But yeah, now we're getting negotiations with China. Banned from Twitter. They really hated patriotism. Go back. Now that Elon's got it, go back. I got a desk. I can stand up. This is a standing desk now. Let's go here. Line 1. What do you got?
Hey, what's up, Ben? This is Bernard from New Jersey. I want to talk about the firearm ban that's ridiculous for New York State. They're going to consider all pellet rifles, including a Daisy BB gun, as a firearm. How can you possibly classify that as such? That is completely ridiculous. Now,
do you know that the Daisy BB gun factory is about 10 miles from my house?
Are you kidding me, brother?
Right here in Rogers, Arkansas. I can go get you a like a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun t-shirt or something. I'm standing up now. I'm at my standing desk. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm standing up too right now because I'm pissed off. How could you possibly consider a Daisy BB gun as a firearm?
I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you how.
God.
Because people are stupid, and I'll prove to you people are stupid. They have to put instructions on shampoo bottles. That's how stupid people are.
Well,
I'm right. You're laughing because you know I'm right.
I'm laughing because I'm sad, and I'm laughing because I know you're correct. But you know what? There's a loophole in self-defense for your home and your person if you're in the right demographics. Do you know that there are repeating crossbows now?
I've got a flamethrower behind me. I keep a flamethrower. Let me grab my flamethrower. Hold on. I might be the only YouTuber with a flamethrower on their show. Let's see here. Let me grab this. Hold on.
I can't wait to see this thing.
Here you go. We have the XM42 flamethrower. Let me put my headset back on so I can hear you. But yeah, they might ban BB guns, but this guy's got a flamethrower. Here you go. XM42 flamethrower. Shoots fire about 45 feet. Shoots fire about 45 feet.
45 feet? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there you go. And this is like a 2-liter container. And then you get a backpack that holds 3 gallons of gas. And yeah,
that's legal.
It is. Yeah. It's an XM42. I'll bring up a clip of it and show you what it can do.
XM42. That's all I need to know. I'll remember.
And I keep it right next to my Let's Go Brandon Kevlar helmet. So there you go.
That's awesome.
I'll bring it up, man. You take care. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate you.
Hey,
but nothing says get out of my face like a flamethrower.
Yeah, it'll melt Kevlar like it was butter.
You betcha. Take care. Oh, let's hear. What do you got? Let's hear it.
Hey, I've got a very serious question. Extremely serious.
Considering you are Johnny the Ball Gagger, I don't think that you have a serious question. You are a professional contrarian. So I don't think anything you say is serious.
Thank me very much. Yes. Do you know exactly where the Easter Bunny come from?
Your butthole. There you go. Greg McNeely, Ben hates me. Greg, I don't hate you. But when you put comments like that, you can make me hate you. Greg, I don't really know you. You've called in a couple of times. I don't hate anyone, really. I really don't hate anyone. Ben hates me. Greg, I tell you what I do hate, Greg. I hate victims. I hate victims. I hate people that come into my chat and they pretend to be victims and they simp. And they're like, Ben hates me. He hates me so much. He hates me. I like this standing desk, man. I can move around. I can dance. I can do kung fu. I could probably get my flamethrower out. Yeah, I just I can't deal with victims. And Greg, I think you're a victim. Your time on the island might be running out, Greg. Yeah, you know what? Should we get rid of Greg? Is Greg a victim, chat? Is he simping? I don't think men should be victims. You've said this same comment loads of times, Greg. And one for here, let's do this. I want to be diplomatic about this. I want to be more diplomatic. Should we vote Greg out? Should we flush the victim, Greg? Should Greg get flushed? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I won't flush him unless the chat says flush him. It's kind of like Hunger Games, where we got him out of the got him off the island. Greg, you're welcome to call in, Greg, and make your case to the jury. How about that? Greg, you call in and tell us why I hate you. If you want to accuse me of hating you. I don't really hate anyone. Right? I don't really hate anyone, but somebody, why haven't you called me? I have no idea. I don't even know what that's about. I hope this is Greg the victim. Good evening. Is this Greg the victim?
This is Greg the victim.
Greg, why do I hate you? Make your case for staying on the island. Why do you come into the chat and say that I hate you?
I called in early because I wake up early over here on the East Coast. I mean, the West Coast.
What does that have to do with my question?
Because you flushed me because you equated my help with the the veterans over here, my VFW work, my Legion work as a lawnmower salesman. When I woke up early and you actually diss me like that.
How did I diss you? How did I diss you? I've never used that term, but how did I diss you?
You equated my work to the veterans that I was doing, my help over here, because we were having a veterans fair. That means I was working with the VFW and in the Legion over here for our veterans fair. I was trying to tell Eastern Washingtonians about everything that we were doing over here for a couple of weeks ago.
So get back to the point of my question. Why do you think I hate you?
Because you called me a victim. I'm not a victim. I work.
When you type in the chat that I hate you, you sound like you're a victim. I don't know you. I don't know you enough to hate you.
I know. I called you a paralarva.
What is that?
Is, right?
No, I have no clue.
A baby squid, but that's okay. I work with the squids. It's Banger.
Yeah, you've mentioned this numerous times. You worked MMCI, all this other stuff. Yeah. I want to know why you think I hate you, though. I don't even know you enough to hate you.
I know.
Right now, I'm learning. Right now, I'm finding out I don't like you because I don't like victims. You're a man, right? You're a man.
Absolutely.
Well, why do you care if someone doesn't like you?
I don't care if someone doesn't like me.
You must, because you typed in the chat that I hate you.
Because you constantly say I'm a victim on your chat.
You're acting like a victim right now.
Okay, this is your channel. This is your chat. Okay.
Why would you come in here and whine? It sounds like you're a whiner.
Buddy.
Are you married, Greg?
I lost my sweetie. She's RIP'd.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Do you have children?
My son-in-law is Corey Scott. Research that.
Do you have any family and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have some hobbies? Do you have some hobbies?
I love doing woodworking. Absolutely.
Woodworking.
And playing.
Greg, I think he got disconnected. Call back, Greg. Line 2. I can't deal with the victim stuff. I think he's a victim. What do you got?
All right. Well, I'm not really a victim, but anyways, it's a Stan from Ventura, California.
I think that guy sounded like a victim, and I'm sorry that he's got family. I just.
Yeah, I get you. That he was a whiner, right? Yeah.
I think he's lonely. I think Greg's lonely, and he's looking for a friend, or I don't know, man. Like I said, it comes back. I'm probably not a good Christian. I'm going to pray for Greg. There you go. Greg.
No, man, you're a good Christian, dude. You treated him well. What do you mean? You're a good man.
I just can't deal with whiners. I can't deal with whiners.
Yes, stupidity and the lack of male hormones. I get it. Everybody's eating too much soy or something.
They have a lot of supplements to raise your T.
Yeah, huh?
Somebody says I was being hateful. I don't know if I was being hateful. I don't know. I let them talk. Bro. I let them talk. I let them make the case.
You're a submariner. I expect a little bit of grit. We can't be pansies. Shit.
Here's the thing that I don't understand. You come
Sorry for the cussing.
Somebody comes into my chat, says I'm being mean. I say call in. He calls in. I give him the opportunity to make his case, and then I'm still mean.
He would have been a terrible lawyer.
How many other channels have this much interaction with their chat where they'll actually talk to them and they don't care who it is? I
can't think of any. I can't think of any, Ben.
No other channels will allow just anyone to call in and talk about whatever they want.
Well, I can be a bit of an asshole and a smartass, and I called to beg for forgiveness because I'm not a victim. This is my own doing, but I said something I shouldn't have on the chat, and it could totally been taken two different ways, and it was about the pew pew thing, and I said that shit sucks, and then I got banned on Rumble. So my name is Stanman3 on Rumble. So if you can find me and unban me, I would really appreciate it, bro. Because I respect you, man. You're a good dude.
3 on Rumble. I will see what I can do, Stan Man. Let me check that out. I don't know how to do that, or if Rumble like did it themselves. I'll check it out. You take care, Stan Man. I appreciate
my name to Bandstand, but take care. God bless you, Ben.
God bless you, Stan. Be sarcastic. That's what we need more. We need more sarcasm. Greg, you're welcome to call back. Call back anytime. Feel free. I love to talk to you. I don't know. I can't. I can't deal with some of the stuff. I don't know what to say. Ben act like an asshole with others that work with vets, like he's above others. You're vain. I don't think I'm vain. I'm not vain, but Nurse Dee Dee, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. I'm just salty, and I don't like victims. And I don't care if you work with I don't care what you do for your job. I don't care what you do. Whatever your job is, I hope you do a good job of it. But just don't whine. Nobody likes whiners. Nobody likes whiners. I'm going to say a prayer for Greg. Greg, I wish you the utmost positivity in your life. I really do. And Greg, you're always welcome here. And from this point forward, you will always be welcome in the chat. And I will not hate you. And I know you typed that I hate you, but I never said that I hate you. I don't think I've said I hate anyone. If your job is being a victim, that's weird, but okay. Man, I like this standing desk. I bought this desk that raises up and stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. If I'm being mean, feel free to call and tell me how I'm being mean. There you go. Amen. Shalom, shalom. Thank you very much. Shalom, shalom to you. Let's go. We got an Arkansas caller. Let's see here. Arkansas, head of the line. What do you got, Arkansas? Line 2. Go.
Hey, this is Holtzman. I got a question for you.
All right.
Yeah, the other day you showed a ship on there, the 112 for somebody's dad that was in the service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I was on that ship.
I think it was
Tulare.
That's right. Yeah, the Tulare.
Yeah, we called it the Tutu.
The Tutu.
Yeah, because the Mike boats are set up on top of the hatches.
Yeah.
They had TU on them, so we always called her the Tutu.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then I was on another, I called them gator freighters. And then I was going to ask you if you know what a volcano is.
I've heard of that.
Ship. You don't know what a volcano is? Come on.
Go ahead and tell the chat. Go ahead and tell the chat.
Volcanoes are ammunition ships. Because all it takes is one hit and all you're seeing is a volcano.
Absolutely. God bless you. I appreciate you calling.
All righty. Bye.
Take care. Yeah, was it mean? I wasn't mean there. Man, I got to start being nice. People want me to be nice. What kind of salty sailor would be nice? I don't know if I can do the nice thing. I like being able to stand up. This is pretty cool. I got room for activities. I got room for activities back here now. Right? Lots of activity room. I love this. Let's see here. Holy crap, the Obama Library will be charging $30 per adult. That's weird. Eunice. I don't want to be mean, Eunice. Talk to me. What you got?
I'm so upset, Ben. I just can't deal with it anymore.
What is wrong with the
Let me tell you something here. Now, this is for Greg. I'm sorry that your diaper's dirty and that you never had sex. Maybe if you did and used a bit of KY jelly, I think you got more estrogen than I do, actually.
I can't understand how people are so thin-skinned.
Well, Ben, you've got to understand, and I'm going to be a little off color here. The man probably never shot a load, and it's all backed up in his brain. So it's got to come out somewhere.
Well, oh, Jesus. Well,
yeah.
Eunice, I appreciate the call. I appreciate the dose of reality.
You're not mean. I don't think I'm being mean either. Stick up for yourself.
God bless you.
Take care, Ben.
Here we go. We got another venture into psychosis. We're about to take a trip into the Twilight Zone. Look into my eyes. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here to apologize and ask for forgiveness. Sorry about that bad question. I got a better question for you.
Johnny,
Really
why do you
serious.
think that why do you think you should be able to call in and talk to the chat? What give me your answer of why we should ever take your calls.
Thank you for that question. I appreciate that, sir. That's awfully nice. It's because Johnny Ballgame is a America First person.
You don't act like it.
Act? You haven't seen me. You haven't seen my act yet, buddy. Take it easy now.
The way that you
got
chat,
to buy a ticket for that.
The way that you
Hey,
talk
listen,
in the
let me
chat.
have a question
Hold on,
for
it's,
you. What
no,
does
no,
it
it's
mean
my,
to be
it's
America
my
First?
show. It's
what
my
does
show,
Ben
so I'll
think
just
it
cut you
means
off.
to be American
The
First?
way that Johnny,
I wonder if Ben
calls
thinks being American First has to do.
Johnny, it's my show, so you don't get to talk over me. The way that you act, Johnny, you're a professional contrarian. That's the way you act. Line 3, go ahead.
What's up? How's it going? LA checking in. What's up to the chat? Really quickly, I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say really quickly, it's like an old movie. It was called The Best of Times with Robin Williams.
Oh, good movie.
Half of these people came to watch us, the U.S., drop the ball. The other half came to watch us catch the ball. Remember that. Love you all.
You know, that's a very good example of what we're seeing in America. With all of these doomers, they want America to fail. And the people that want America to win or be successful, we're considered the bad guys now. And the losers or the contrarians or the negative people are considered the victims. I mean, it's so clear. You absolutely nailed it, caller. You absolutely
Just throw us
nailed
the
it.
damn ball, brother. U.S. of A.
God bless you. Hey, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm a cinematographer in the union.
No kidding.
Yeah, I've worked on hit shows. I can't really say much because that'll blow my cover.
I've got a really good friend of mine that has done a lot of that. And he's in the I think is some kind of guild or union or something like that.
Yes, the Cinematographers Guild. I'm also a member of 17 years, Local 600.
What? Hey, well, here's I'm probably out of my league. I'm a dumb submarine dude, but I am using a Sony FX30. That's what I use with a.
I know exactly what you're using. Yeah, I know what you're using.
With a 23 something lens, I think is what it is. But
you're probably on a 24 lens. Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, back in the mid 90s, I did take all the photos for a book. It's called Go Big Red. It's a submarine book. It was actually New York Times bestsellers list.
What's the name of it again? So I can check it out.
It's called Go Big Red. I'll pull it up. You can buy a copy of it. And all the photo credits in there are me. I took all the photos on this submarine called Go.
I also worked in the private sector. I got to do camera work for a former vice president.
Oh, dude, that is freaking. I wish I knew more about photography. I did. Peter Lindgren gave me a backpack, if that makes any sense, at one of the YouTube channels.
I know what you're talking about. I'm very fluid with all cameras. I go all the way back to film days.
Well, good for you, man. Thank you for calling. And I think you put it into perspective that you're either wanting people to catch it or you're wanting to watch it or watch.
They got to stop hating on us, man. They just don't want us to watch us win again. We're to the heart of a champion, and they can't duplicate that ever.
You're right. You are 100%.
Amen to you.
Right.
Thank you.
Take care. God bless you. Appreciate the call.
Bless you too. Bye-bye.
I'll pull up this book that I took all the photos for. Man, I've got a copy of it around here somewhere. It's called Go Big Red. It's by Douglas Waller, was his name. He was a retired Army major. And he came on board our boat and wrote this book. He wrote our book for an entire patrol. And I took all the photos for his book here. Big Red, 3 months on a Trident submarine, Douglas Waller. I took all the photos for this. And I'm really proud of that. I was like in my early 20s or something whenever I did that. I was pretty happy about that. Pretty proud. I've had a very storied career, and I've always wanted to use that term. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. This is Dr. Ruth Hour. If you have any problems that you need some help with, Tommy, point on the doll where Trump touched you. What you got, Tommy? He's about to sell ice to the Eskimos. Do you know what we're doing here in Arkansas?
It's a rotten blood to vampires.
We're selling rice to China right now. We're actually exporting rice to China, Tommy.
Now listen, here's my concern. Because this is how I see Revelation, just because it's important to me and everyone. I never thought that the takeover after the 3.5 years of golden age by Muslims, which is what it says, was through war. It's through corporations, which trillions just came in through. Those good Muslims are still Muslims.
Yeah.
So remember, all the Qatar, Saudi Arabian are all very strong Muslims too, and they own trillions of us now. Big concern for me. Anyway, I'm happy Trump's kicking ass.
Tommy, let me ask you a quick question. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
What is the #1 cult in the world?
I would say the Catholic Church.
Really? Catholic Church?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, it's an abomination.
I was going to go Mormonism, but okay.
That's included in all of the fakes. Just that religion, the whole idea is the church is you and me. Christ's church is our body. We're the temple. And they miss that. And we're slaves. We should always ask God what we can do for him first. And I know I don't always do, but I try. Yeah. And I think that's how I understand Christianity is what can I do for Christ because he died for me.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Tommy, God bless you. You take care. I appreciate you calling. Let's go here. I want to play this clip here real quick. I'm a big fan of this preacher. His name is Josh Howerton. And I'm going to play this clip. But I think it's something you need to watch. If you've not seen this, you need to watch this. And because you need to watch it, I'm gonna put it up here and you can. And at the same time, I'm gonna refill my cup of coffee. Check this out. Where did we go?
If you start doing a deep dive on Christian beliefs about the end times and Islamic beliefs about the end times, I'm going to show you some things that are A, going to blow your mind, and B, going to send a chill down your spine. In Islamic eschatology, there will be an end times messianic figure that's called the Mahdi that usher in the end of the world and paradise in Islam. Now, I'm going to bullet point for you what Muslims believe the Mahdi will do. If you are a Bible-aware Christian, you're going to have a whole bunch of like flashing red lights in your head going, whoa, 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 that sounds familiar. In Islamic eschatology, the Mahdi will emerge as a charismatic messianic world leader during global chaos. He will take control of the world and destroy everyone who resists him. He will invade many nations. He will rule and reign for 7 years. He will broker a 7-year peace treaty with the Jews. He will conquer Israel and massacre the Jews. He will establish an Islamic one-world government headquartered in Jerusalem. He will establish Islam as the only acceptable religion. He will come on a white horse. Hello. with supernatural power doing signs and wonders. He will be assisted by a powerful prophet. Now listen, if any of that sounds familiar, it is a precise description of the Bible's Antichrist. Islam's Mahdi is the Christian Antichrist. Now, let me go one last layer deeper. If you view Ezekiel 38 as an eschatological prophecy, then what you're waiting for is that at the end, a bunch of nations in the world will gather against Israel. They will wage a multi-front war, and it's going to look like Israel is going to be destroyed, and that at that moment is the moment that Jesus Christ will return, war horse, tattoo on his thigh, fire in his eyes, sword out of his mouth, and he will destroy them and put down the enemies of God. Now, dude, here's what's insane. It's using the names for those nations in the time that Ezekiel was written. Gog and Magog corresponds to primarily Russia and Central Asia. Meshech and Tubal, that's Turkey. Persia is Iran. Cush is Sudan. Put is Libya. Gomer is Turkey. And Beth Togarmah is also Turkey. All but one of those today are Islamic nations. And guess what is the fastest growing religion in the only one of those nations that is not yet an Islamic nation? Russia. Islam.
Wow.
I'm just telling you, man, I don't know how to read these things without at least wondering if Islam, the rise of Islam, is ushering in the events of the biblically prescribed end times. Now listen, Christians should love Muslims. God loves all people, wants to save all people. They're Gentiles too that God wants to save. Christians should hate Islam. It is a demonic ideology and religion that destroys and enslaves the people that adhere to it.
What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that clip right there? This Josh Howerton is an absolute. I very much like watching his content. Almost a daily basis, I watch one of his clips. I want to get your opinion on that, because I think that is a very, very, hate to use the word prophetic, but I think that's prophetic. Let's go here. Line 2. What do you got?
Hey, Ben, it's Brandy in Fort Worth.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just watched that whole thing where he had the other pastor that he interviewed him beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband and I had my husband watch that last part yesterday. That guy's amazing. And he's over here in Dallas. And I'm like, dude, I want to go check this guy out, because like they've got multiple campuses, but he only does the online teaching.
Do you know why he only does the online?
I don't know.
He suffers from severe anxiety.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. But yeah, he's great. I love that guy. And then, somebody else that you might look into who's got a lot of, they have visions and stuff like that. Their name of their site is Ark of Grace. A-R-K.
I don't believe in visions.
And her name is Amanda Grace, and she does a lot too, that it explains what's going on worldwide. It's really interesting. It's really interesting too.
I think the visions and stuff like that, for me, it's a little too close to witchcraft for me, just me personally.
Well, I mean, I think about it with like Joseph and like Daniel and some of those. So she does stuff where she has there's a large prayer group, and they check on a lot of things, and it's interesting. I don't know. If you have no interest, that's fine. But it's just something else I've added.
So I'm probably going to piss off some people with this next clip I'm going to play. But
okay.
I'm mean, so I don't care. So, I'm mean.
That's okay. Right? I love listening to you, Ben. You have a great night.
Brandy, God bless you. I appreciate you calling.
God
Take
bless
care,
you.
You and your husband. God bless you. I got another one here I want to show you that some of you might not like this one. Let's see here. Let's take this call right here, line 1.
Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Amazing. What about you?
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, I just watched that one part. I might be behind in the video here, but I watched that one part where you had the guy talking about how the Islamic, dude.
End of times, man. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I believe it. I really do, because and you were asking earlier, like, what was the biggest cult? Islam's the biggest cult.
What do you think the second biggest one is?
Climate change.
Ooh, climate change. Okay.
Yeah, that's a religion. The Rush Limbaugh talked about that for years.
It is. It is an ideology, the climate change. That is an absolute brainwashed ideology. You're 100%. So I'm going to play another clip here. And this next clip, I believe that the next clip and the religion he is talking about here is the world's most accepted cult. It's because they're all friendly, or most of them are anyway.
Yeah, well, look at what climate change has done to our country. Look at what that cult has done to our country, and all the rules and regulations that have been put in place, and how we have suffered under all of them for decades.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you and I are about the same age. Remember when we were kids? They were talking about we're going to need ozone umbrellas at the beach and all this kind of crap.
Yeah, Ice Age too. Ice Age.
Yeah, all of it. And I was like freaking out, telling my mom, like, "What is this?" She goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's a bunch of crap, you know." But I mean, it's in all these, like, you know, kids' books that I was reading and stuff, and I was like, "What is going on here?" And none of it ever came true. It's all BS, man. And
there's a lot of doomers on YouTube that just come up with crap all day, and it never comes.
Oh, yeah.
You know. I appreciate you calling.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Let's grab this clip here. I don't know if y'all are prepared for this clip either. I really don't know if you're prepared for this one. But we'll see. We will see if you are prepared for, and if you're a part of this, I'm sorry. It's just my show, and we've already established tonight that I'm mean and stuff. So there you go. Here we go. Right.
The birth of Mormonism was literally prophesied in the New Testament. I'm gonna let that sit. Joseph Smith, as a teenager, he starts doing something, they called it treasure digging or glass looking. He was using quote unquote special stones to try to locate buried treasures. In his teen years, he gets arrested and tried for quote unquote being a disorderly person, because what they considered him doing, this is really important, was a form of fortune telling. So bookmark this. This is really important. From an early age, kids walking around with these little special stones trying to, through some spiritual way, figure out where buried treasure is. Bookmark that in your head. That's a big deal. So the Bible explicitly warns, have nothing to do with witchcraft, spiritism, and the occult. People ask, hey man, is that stuff real? Yep, it's real demonic. Then you got this kid, he's messing with these magic stones and trying to spiritually discern where things are. Why? Because the kid started opening himself up to demonic spirits by messing with things when he's 15. Let's go a layer deeper. So in 2 Corinthians 11:14, number 1, we're told that Satan, quote, masquerades as an angel of light. In 2 Corinthians 11, for if somebody comes to you and preaches a Jesus different than the Jesus we preached, or if you receive a different spirit from the spirit you received, or a different gospel from the one you accepted, he says, you put up with it easily enough. He's going, who's bewitched you? That's what he says. Then Galatians 1:8, the apostle Paul says, but even if we or an angel from heaven comes to you and preaches a different gospel than the one you have received from us, let him be accursed. Keep all that in your head. Have nothing to do with spiritism, occult practices, because it opens the door for demons. Hey, watch out. People might come someday in the power of an evil spirit and preach to you a different Jesus than the one you received. And then, hey, heads up, someday something that looks like an angel of light may appear to you and preach a different gospel, a different way to salvation than the one you've received here. And then it just so happens that 1800 years later, a little kid named Joseph Smith starts messing around with things that seem to have to do with spiritism and the occult, opening some doors in his life. He's out in a field one day and he comes back and he's like, man, this weird thing just happened. An angel of light just appeared to me. And guess what he did, man? He said that there are these little golden plates that have new revelation on them. And actually, everything that we've believed about Jesus for 1800 years is wrong. And I learned about a new Jesus, a new way to think about Jesus, a new way to be saved, a different gospel. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the exact fulfillment of everything the Old and New Testament said would happen. Spiritism and the occult, opening doors to unholy spirits, a different Jesus, and another gospel presented by an angel from heaven masquerading as an angel of light. And that is how you got the birth of Mormonism.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that? I'm going to tell you this. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, very well educated in the Bible. If your religion, if you're trying to describe your religion and you start the sentence with, my religion was started by a dude or a man named Joseph, Muhammad, Warren Jeffs, whatever. If your religion starts with, my religion was started by blank Jehovah's Witnesses, that's not a religion. That's a cult. That is an absolute cult. And that's my thoughts. You can like it. You can call me mean. I don't care. That's my thoughts. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Let's grab that call right there. No, I'm not talking to you ever again. You will never get on this show ever again. Period. Never happened. Wow, that's interesting. Lines are open, though, for everyone except that person. That's my thoughts. Let's go right here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Hey, Ben, what's up? It's Andrew from Fayetteville.
Good evening, Andrew. What would you like to say?
And I just wanted to say that it is an exciting time to be a patriot. Everyone's been, all the black-pilled people, like 3 to 6 months, repeating what the mainstream news has been trying to share. And we all kind of knew that as soon as he tried to actually change anything, they'd ramp up all of this negative implication rhetoric they like to push on all his decisions. And what are we seeing now? We're seeing the 5D chess. All the stuff they made fun of, it's like a mic drop. Like, what? He was 50 steps ahead of the entire global market? It's crazy. So,
well, the guy's a businessman. The guy's a businessman, and I want America to be ran like a business. That's my theory.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
You take care, Andrew. I appreciate you calling. God bless you. Andrew in Fayetteville. Somebody says, Ben, I still like you. Great. Thank you. Good intentions. What does that say? Good intentions. What did good intentions say? Man, I hate to, I don't even need to do this. Greg, why did Ben call me a victim? Greg, you act like a victim, man. You are a victim. If you're crying in the chat about being a victim, then you are a victim. Period. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free to call in if you're not a victim. How about that? Jesus loves you, Ben. Thank you. I know he does. I love him back. I love him back. Ben, America loves you. I love America. Read The 19th Wife. Whoa, somebody had 19 wives. That's insane. Warren Jeffs, right? Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. If you're not a victim, feel free. You know what? I think we just should flush. Let's flush the victims. Let's see here. What did we... Oh no, some guy I don't know called me a victim on YouTube. Greg, that's... Oh God, that's so good. Let's go here. Line 2. I hope you're not a victim.
No, I'm a survivor.
A survivor. You know what? That's what I like. Survivors.
Hey, this is Stacy from just east of Corpus Christi, and I got 3 things.
You got to speak up. I can barely hear you.
I don't have a whole lot of time.
You got to speak up.
I wanted to ask you. I see that flag behind you, and I was wondering if you had heard of a place called abeautifulflag.com. I think you would really enjoy that site. It's really awesome. It's this this veteran and his 2 grandsons. They make these wooden flags, and they put placards on them.
It's not.
It's not?
He's a really good friend of mine. You probably heard
my
about
gosh,
that
for real?
from me. His name's Don,
Oh,
and it's his
it's a good
one
possibility.
grandson.
It made me think of him. And anyways, okay, next, Roy Clark. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you love Roy Clark. I learned how to play guitar because of Roy Clark about 50 years ago. How freaking awesome is that? And then third of all, I need to ask you, what is the name of that guy that was like quoting all those scriptures that you showed 2 clips of him? What is his name? I'd like to check him out.
Josh Howerton. You take care. Have a good night. I really appreciate you calling, and I will include you in my prayers. God bless you. There you go. The 19th Wife is a novel following a wife of a Brigham Young. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh God. I'm gonna do it. Boom, bye. Boom, bye. We got rid of that one. That's one flush. Another one bites flush. Another one bites flush. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this one too. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Lines are open 615-475-7864. You're welcome to call. Love to talk to you. Let's see here. When We Were Young, great song. That is a good song. Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm still gonna say Roy Clark, best guitarist ever, without a shadow of a doubt. Can testosterone be enriched? I don't know, dude. That's a good way to spell it. God bless you. Thank you for the super. Line 2, go.
Hey, Ben, it's Eidolon.
Eidolon, what do you got it going on, brother? What's going on?
Nothing much. I think I've already solved the problem that we've got going on in Iran, how we can avoid boots on the ground. I'm not exactly sure how we could accomplish this, but we need to get some speakers playing 24/7. Kamala Harris reading her book, 107 Days.
Oh, God.
With the audio at like half
That's a war
speed.
crime.
So, yeah. So that way it's even longer and she sounds even drunker. And I'm pretty sure it can't be called a war crime if it's the first time.
That sounds like a war crime, like subjecting people to that.
Yeah, but not the first time. You know, they're going to have a whole new set of Geneva Conventions or whatever to determine whether or not that's a war crime.
Yeah, you're right about that. You are right about that.
And yeah, the whole Greg thing, I was kind of pulling for him. But dude, if you're gonna keep whining about why someone's calling you a victim, then you're a victim.
I can't deal with men that are victims. I just really can't. It makes me want to vomit.
I feel you 100%. I don't know if it's because of the loss of his wife that he is feeling the way that he is, but nonetheless, dude, like, it's not up to us to pull you out of that hole. You need to do something for yourself to get out of that feeling of malaise or loss or whatever it is. It's up to you. No other man is going to come up and pull you out of that pit. It's always nice to have some help every once in a while, but you need to help yourself, Greg. You need to make your peace with God. You need to do something and realize your own self-worth, and not rely on, Ben Dykes or the chat to pull, like, to give you value as a man.
I don't live stream to help people's personal mental health. I deal with veterans that have mental health problems on a daily basis. I live stream and come on here to talk about world events, current events, things that cause me to yell at my TV that I think that are important. And that's kind of my thing. And
yeah, that's how it should be. I mean, yeah, this is kind of like this is your space to be away from dealing with those kind of problems.
Oh
and,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
you nailed it, dude.
This is your show. This is what you do for you, really. The fact that you've got such an audience is because you're doing what you want to do, what you like to do, and it just so happens that the rest of us also like watching you and listening to you as well.
Like-minded people. Yeah. Yeah.
And did you see I don't know if it was earlier in the stream, but the new ballistic tests that proved
I played that clip about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And now they came out and said today that they have camera footage of Tyler Robinson shooting Charlie.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
They have video footage of it.
But now, and what's sad too is because that first ballistics test came back as inconclusive.
Yeah.
Like Candace Owens and the rest, like, oh yeah, it didn't come from his gun and blah blah blah. Even with these new tests, they're still gonna sweep it under the rug and pretend like it didn't happen. They're gonna latch on to that very first inconclusive and say that it wasn't a match.
Right. Yeah. Well, appreciate you calling, Eidolon. I really do, man. I really, really appreciate you. You take care and stay out of trouble, okay? Oh,
you
somebody,
too.
Hey, we got one. Somebody says that the footage that they've got, it's AI footage. It's not real footage.
See, like, and you know what? It's sad is I could kind of, not that I agree with the person, but we are at an age where we do really have to question.
Oh, here it gets better.
Everything.
It gets better. Here's his next one. Here, wait for it. No way that was a 30-06. No way.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah.
And what's incredible to me is the 30-06 was the caliber of both world wars, if I'm not mistaken.
You're absolutely right.
And we've got documentation of just how wonky ballistics can be. Do you think that every soldier that got hit by a bullet, their arms got blown off or it went through their neck? No, they got treated for wounds. Some of those wounds were really hard to explain. The other thing that we also know about Tyler Robinson, and
he admitted it.
Yeah, well, not only did he admit it, but he also came from a family that hunted. And it wouldn't surprise me, given that kind of a background, if they do their own, like if they reload their own brass, and if he's doing his own load, we don't know how much what the powder charge was. We still don't even know that much about the condition of the rifle. Like,
I don't want to get into too much of this because I believe Tyler Robinson did it, and unless somebody can prove that's wrong, then good luck. And I think the people that are falling into this watch Candace Owens and need to get their testosterone levels checked. God bless you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Eidolon.
Yep. God bless.
Great call. Johnny has tried calling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. He has tried calling 24 times in the last 7 minutes. Stan, you're crazy. Just literally crazy. I had a comment that rolled in there, and I really appreciate that feedback. The lady that dropped that super chat there, Shelly. My veteran husband saves $140 a month on chapter insurance. We would have paid $180. Now we only pay $40 a month. Thanks, Ben. There you go. Give them a call. The number's right there, 332-867-1305. That is Chapter Healthcare. It's free. They help you find the best Medicare program, probably help you find the best mental health institution for some of the people that are trying to call 29 times. 29 times you tried to call. You'll never get on this show again. Never. You are wasting your time. I've actually blocked your number, but it still comes up, which is pretty funny. Give it up, Johnny. That's all, Johnny. That's it. Johnny, he's so lonesome he could cry. That was that Hank Williams that sang that song? He's so lonesome he could cry. I can't remember. I cannot remember that. Maybe Johnny and Greg should get a room. Johnny and Greg get a room. Maybe that's the answer. Let's go. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. Love to talk to you. Unless you're Johnny or Greg. I think they want to because they can't. I think that's what the thing is. They want it so bad that they can't have it. They want it so bad. Let's go right here. Line 4. What do you got, line 4?
Here's Johnny.
Was that it wasn't Silence of the Lambs. It was another horror movie though.
It was The Shining.
The Shining. That's right. Yeah, The Shining.
Jack Nicholson, the legend.
Jack Nicholson. What do you got? God bless you.
I called you earlier, and there was a guy that was talking about the end of times, and in the Bible it says that
Josh
the youth will rise. Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
He's a great pastor.
Yes, sir. So basically my only point is there's supposedly the angels that are buried in the Euphrates will rise against the West with the East, and right off the bat, a third of humanity is going to be wiped out. That's what it says in Scripture. So I don't know.
Wow,
Anyway.
where does it say that? I'd love to read into that. That's crazy.
It's in Romans 9, I think 15 through 18. It's after the sixth angel's trumpet, and it's talking about a third of humanity being wiped out, and the angels or the armies, it'll be over 200,000 or something like that.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the angels that's referenced, but anyways, the army has said reference will be 200,000. But anyways, long story short, it's definitely in the Bible that the East will rise against the West, and I think we're already witnessing a little bit of the beginnings of it.
You could be right. You really could, man.
But
I
I'm not
really
afraid.
appreciate your calling. God bless you. Great call. Great call. Here, I'll call this one. Let's do this. Let's see here.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Maneuvering sonar. What do you got?
The sonar time freak. Possible contact Zig Master 1.
What's going on, man? How's it going tonight?
Not too much. I'm going to keep it real quick here today. I'm hearing people talking about the domestic agenda, how things aren't moving as fast as they should.
I think it's moving quick.
Well, internationally, yes, right. Trump, big thing, peace deals in the Middle East, Abraham Accords, getting people to get along. That was the pillar of his first term. It was fantastic. Domestic agenda, well, people seem to not be very satisfied.
The president doesn't have as much control over the domestic agenda. That's Congress.
Oh, I completely agree. I completely agree, and I think that's why people are unsatisfied, because they don't understand that, right? So I was kind of in that group for a while, and then I got a really good piece of advice because I was frustrated, and I wanted to share that advice with your audience for anyone out there who might be a little impatient. And believe me, I get it. I understand, maybe more than most. But this is what I'm sure you've heard the term we used when we were active duty, called expectation management, right?
Yep.
It's usually the easiest way to get a department head to calm the F down, right? You just say, sir, we need to really manage our expectations here, okay?
Yep.
Don't make the perfect the enemy of the good. So this is what I was told. When we're really going to see the swamp being drained, when you're really going to see domestic revolution against the deep state, the first thing you're going to see is judges being arrested.
Yep.
Until that happens, it's not high on the priorities. It's not high on the priorities until you start seeing judges in handcuffs. Now, I'm not talking about the two judges that were smuggling illegals in and out of their home or in and out of their courthouse. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about judges being arrested and jailed without impeachment. Judges being jailed and possibly charged if you didn't know this, in 2012, Obama signed the NDAA in 2012. If you're designated a terrorist or member of a foreign terrorist organization, or even conspiring to aid them, you can be held indefinitely without trial. All the 9/11 conspirators, none of them have gone to court yet. They've been in prison for 25 years without a court case. So that's just a really good piece of advice I got. I wanted to share with anyone else who was impatient, as I used to be. Until you see judges being arrested, keep your expectations low when it comes to rooting out the corruption. Just a good piece of advice I got.
I agree completely, man. Listen, appreciate you. Thank you for calling. You take care.
Always, you too.
Hey, get back there with the Sparkle team or some shit.
I'll shut up and push.
Take care. Little submarine humor there for all of you that need some submarine humor. And a lot of you do need submarine humor. Some people need submarine skin. I think some people need submarine skin. Submarine skin is thick. It's thick. It's salty. We have a little thing on there we call Hate Week. Every submarine has Hate Week. And it's pretty amazing.
What we're about to talk about long term will probably be the most important thing for you as a Bible reader. Yes. If you read the rest of the New Testament, one of the things that is striking, the entire rest of the New Testament is showing how everything in the Old Testament was about Jesus and you didn't know it. Basically, bro, the entire New Testament is the extrapolation of whatever Jesus told them in Luke 24 on the Emmaus Road. What a lot of Christians do is they read their Bible and they just think, oh man, what I need to do is just read it chronologically. And the chronological reading, and by the way, I love chronological reading, but they're just like, oh, you interpret it chronologically. Read, Genesis, and then you get to, the Old Testament, and then Jesus, and then Revelation, and great, that's how, you get it. No, that is not how you read your Bible. Remember, Jesus said in Luke 24, everything that happened before was about him. You guys remember the first time you watched Sixth Sense? It's the only movie I've ever watched twice back to back, immediately. Yeah. Because you see the whole thing, there's that moment where you realize, oh, he was dead the whole time. And then you go back and you immediately rewatch the movie, and now you're interpreting the entire movie through the lens of what was revealed at the end. The whole movie takes on a completely different light. That's how you're supposed to read your Bible. Yes. Yeah. The whole Old Testament happens. Then Jesus shows up and he does the life, death, resurrection. And then Jesus goes, oh, by the way, all that stuff that's been written for the last 4,000 years, all that was about me. And then what a Christian Bible reader does, they go, oh, dang, I need to go back. And you start realizing, like, every single thing that happened was pointing to Jesus and was about Jesus. Adam and Eve sinned, they hide in their shame. Theologians call it the proto-evangelion, which in Latin means first telling of the gospel. And remember what God does. He walks up to him, he finds an innocent animal, uses the skins from the slain innocent animal to cover their sin and their shame. Sound familiar, my friend? I'll do another one. There's a bunch in Genesis. Cain kills Abel. God comes up to Cain that just killed Abel, and he's like, where's your brother? And he's like, I'm a brother keeper. He's like, the blood of your brother is crying out for your condemnation. And the book of Hebrews says that the blood of Jesus, who is the second Adam, innocently slain, it says that his blood cries out from the ground and speaks a better word. So the blood of Abel was crying out for a man's condemnation, and the blood of Jesus Christ, a descendant of Adam Cain, is crying out for our acquittal and forgiveness.
What do you think about that? What in the heck do you think about that? Oh gosh, he's back. He wanted to, I got my desk lowered because Fred was in my chair. There we go. There's Fred. And Daisy's over here too. Come here, Daisy. Here's Daisy. There's Daisy right here. Daisy always wants to hang out. Hop out and hang. All right, guys. I believe we're going to roll through some super chats here and see how that goes. Let's see here. And I think we're going to get out of here. Let's go.
Chief of the watch. On the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive. Sound 2 blasts of dive alarm. Pass the word. Dive, dive.
Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know when we'll be through. We don't know when we'll be through. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't like the smoking lamp. They won't like the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep surf. Rolling in the deep surf. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. Can't remember the sun. Can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. Long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever.